You've got to carry it as fast as you can over 30 metres. Erwin Katona in his second World's Strongest Man final.
From Iceland, Stefan Solvi-Petersen.
The giant Stefan Solvi-Pedersen of Iceland. A massive man.
Welcome from Iceland, Hafþór Björnsson.
Hafþór Björnsson, another Icelander, an absolute giant at 6'9" tall.
Jenkins.
The very impressive Mike Jenkins from the USA, from Hershey in Pennsylvania.
From England, Terry Holland.
Terry Holland's sixth World's Strongest Man final. That is some record. He's not so small either.
Take your grip!
There's a lot of tension down there. Well, this is what they've all been training for. The World's Strongest Man final, and Terry Holland's off to a real flyer. They've got to turn around now and bring it back as fast as possible. Outstanding by Hollands, but he's fading a little bit.
It's Mike Jenkins who's going to win this one. Goodness me. Makes no mistake, throws it over the finish line, and Pedersen in second.
And Terry Hollands, Katona and Björnsson just stranded on the course still. Björnsson there saying he's finished. Terry Hollands, though, having all sorts of problems. I think he has a problem with his grip. And looking at his hands, it's likely he's torn the calluses off his fingers, and that will be very painful. But what a performance by America's Mike Jenkins. Hafþór Björnsson there, 3.5 metres only. That's a very poor performance. And Solvi-Pedersen currently in second place with a time of 23:25. Terry Hollands will be disappointed with that. Almost completed the course, but almost is not quite enough.
Well, look at Mike Jenkins again, Paul. What a stunning start. And as soon as you put it down or drop it, it's a real hardship to get it up again, especially with damaged hands.
From Lithuania, Vytautas Lalas.
Vytautas Lalas of Lithuania, absolutely superb in the heat. The giant policeman, Derek Poundstone, always popular and always a great competitor.
From England, Laurence Shahlaei.
Laurence Shahlaei of England, from Gloucester, determined to do well in this final. The giant Brian Shaw of the United States, bidding to become one of a small handful of Americans who've ever won this title. But he's going to have to take it away from Zydrunas Savickas, going for a third consecutive World's Strongest Man title. He is the man to beat. Nearest the camera, Savickas starts as favourite. Away we go. And Brian Shaw there, having to trail in the wake of Laurence Shahlaei of England. Brilliant start by the Englishman. Can he get a good turn?
Well, he wasted no time at all. This is great news for England. And Shahlaei, does he drop it? No.
That is a fantastic start by Laurence Shahlaei. And here comes Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw has to give way to the Englishman. And Savickas, well, he's having a look across there at Lalas and just brings it home. He's got to get it over the line, says the referee, just. 41-28 for Savickas, but it wasn't a great performance. And Derek Poundstone has got all sorts of problems. Lalas too, but in the end there was only one man who could do the course quickly, under 20 seconds, Laurence Shahlaei of England. Savickas, 41-28. Good performance, but only good enough for fifth place. And Derek Poundstone doing the same as Terry Hollands, tearing his hands to shreds. Lalas in seventh place. And Brian Shaw, he's got some work to do. Fourth place after the first.
Well, for those who went really quickly like Shahlaei, there was no time to tear their hands. Just a great grip, an incredible foot speed. Brilliant start for the Englishman.
Well, that's quite a celebration, and I bet the start you were hoping for.
Yeah, definitely. I was, originally when they said the frame was in the final, I was confident, you know, it's a good event for me. But these guys are just so good. You never know what's going to happen. And I was a little bit worried about how wide they were. Kind of suits the taller guys, but I've got a really strong grip, train it hard, so paid off in that event. Good start, second place. Mike put in a fantastic performance, beat me by half a second, so, you know, I'm happy with second.
Laurence Shahlaei living up to the form guide here in North Carolina, and Mike Jenkins continuing his tremendous qualifying form. The big surprise, meanwhile, Shaw, Sir Vickers and Hollands all well off the pace.
Speed in second. Behind them, though, the Brits were left in bits. Laurence Shahlaei tearing a calf muscle and out now of the competition. Eddie Hall re-dislocating one of his injured fingers, placing last, but vowing to fight on. And indeed, in event 2, the beast was back to his best. Despite his digital dislocation, Eddie putting in a ferocious turn on the barbells, finishing in tears, but in joint first place in the event with Hafthor Bjornsson. Next, the deadlift, Eddie's favourite. While the pressure told on some, the Beast and Brian Shaw fought their way to a new world record and a dead heat in the deadlift. So, remarkably, just 2 events on from that disastrous start, and effectively with 2 fingers less than the rest of the field, Eddie Hall has already fought his way back from last place to 4th overall. Now, ahead of him, there's still a way to go, of course, with Brian Shaw in 1st, Konstantin Janash in 2nd, and Hafthor Bjornsson in 3rd. But on next to event 4, and you've heard of the Hercules hold, meet the C-130 tug. Sarah Jane and Magnus have more.
Hello. What's he doing with the camera?
We were going to do the introduction.
Yes. Well, where are we? We're up in Manchester. I'm doing a push-pull competition, Tattooed and Strong, which is quite a big push-pull event in the UK. First time competing since I tore my Achilles back in World's Strongest Man last year. And I'm really excited. It's actually nice to kind of be looking forward to competing. Training's been fun. Beard's on point. So what else matters?
Life is good.
Yeah, no, it is. I've been really busy. Apologies for very few kind of YouTube videos recently. We've just been really busy with a lot of stuff on. But I am very excited to be here. We've got no kids, so Liz is going to be able to be videographer today. You're going to get some, well, it's two-day competition, so we've got the kind of girls and the smaller guys competing today. I've got to go get weighed down, weighed in a bit, not weighed down. Yeah, so we'll see what my body weight is. At one point, I was kind of thinking of trying to get under 140, and then Christmas happened, and I went up to 170, which is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. I think it was I just wasn't very motivated. You know, I was injured, and training was just boring. But I'm probably closer to 162, 163 now. We'll see in a minute when I get weighed in. Feel better. Deadlifts have improved since I've lost some weight. I can actually get down to the bar again. My bench press has been going really well for me. I'm hoping to hit a PB on my bench this weekend. So last time I did this in 2016, I totaled 595 kilos. It's 2 lifts, so bench press and deadlift. And my goal is to beat that. My bench is a lot better this year. Been working with Bass, the Australian strength coach, who's definitely helped my bench a lot. I also think having a break from strongman has helped my benching, because strongman training is so brutal. So just being able to focus on, you know, the basic gym movements has been pretty good. I've enjoyed it. Gonna have some fun today. Go get weighed in. Got a few mates that are lifting, so I'm gonna go and support them. We'll give you a little tour of Tattooed and Strong. Liz might get a tattoo. And yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy the video, and tomorrow I'll do some good lifting.
Here we are.
So in Tattooed and Strong, guys, I got weighed in at 164 kilos, so all good. A little bit lighter than I was at Christmas, so that's good. Helping one of my mates today, Sam. She's lifting and hoping to pull 200 kilos. We made a deal, if she pulls 200, I've got to pull 400 tomorrow. So hopefully that can happen. I'm just going to help her get warmed up now and like do the handoffs for her bench. Get some food in a bit and just chill out. Liz is going to get a tattoo. She's all happy. It'll be a good day all round. I got 500 pounds, which was my original goal.
Yeah.
I've had the shits for 4 days, so I was pretty happy to get that. I've been a bit struggling just with food and not feeling great. So the original goal was always 500 pounds. It's harder than I wanted it to be, but I got it. I'm leaving it at that. I'm not going to try a third attempt. Try and save some energy now, get some food in me and some fluid, and come back to the deadlift.
Europe's strongest man, one of the legends of British strength sports, Manchester. Show some love for the 2016 King of the Deadlift, Laurence Shahlaei. Come on, guys! On the bar. That's good! Alexander Park is unfortunately 4 times the bridesmaid. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for the World Deadlifters. That was incredible, incredible flight.
Laurence is King of the Deadlift! King of our world! What did we just do, Lozzie?
What?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Let me just get some
wait.
on. And
What did we just do?
I won! I got a
Yay!
PB bench, PB push-pull total.
King of the Deadlift?
King of the deadlift. I pulled 380. I pulled more when I did this the first
Yeah,
time.
I
But
know.
considering what I was like 6 months ago, and even 2 months ago, I failed the 300 kilo deadlift.
Yeah.
To pull 380 today, and
Do you have the biggest total?
yeah, by a long way.
Yeah. So we won everything there was to win? Obviously we didn't get the 400 kilo, we didn't attempt it,
No,
but...
I knew 400 wasn't ready for
No.
now. I need another 6 months, and then I'll be
Yeah.
back to my best. But very, very pleased.
Good daily
Back on the
office.
stage, and I didn't get hurt.
So obviously this means we have first place in this class, Laurence Shahlaei.
Anyway, best overall raw lifter, sponsored by Black Hat Tattoo, is Laurence Shahlaei.
Yay! Woo!
If you need to get that through customs as well, it's going to be even fucking harder. So, yeah. always. Don't just... How cool are these? These are just fucking amazing. King of the deadlift. I think we should just give it to the bridesmaid of the deadlift, which is like fucking eternally Alexander Clark. However, snooze and you lose. You didn't win it. Because Laurence Shahlaei did. King of the deadlift 2020. He will be the last ever king at Tattooed and Strong.
Group 2 now.